tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me. Did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordarrelle Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Wentz on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Bears take over. Throwing, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on second down, Jones. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jones.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Jones. Catch is made by Harry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Off play action. Jones. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab.
And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Now a give, right side. It's Patterson, and he goes across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 38. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Off the play fake, Jones being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Michael Pittman
There to make the grab.
And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
14. Rams, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones.
Catch is made by Harry.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Davante Adams there to make the grab.
And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
Rams, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, it's Patterson, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup.
On third down, Patterson. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Darrell Taylor drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
Chris Jones in punt formation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll take it at the 42. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry by Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, Jones.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jones on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, Jones steps away to his left. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Davante Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
Rams, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for an LA.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? With the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to... Go for it, doesn't pan out, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Jones now on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll find Hall. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 24, Jones.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick here is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On first down, Wentz. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Wentz.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Touchdown, LA!
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Off play action. Jones.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more.
Rams 7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Full run show Fatukasi.
Coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He hits Adams complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Patterson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good. LA Rams.
Patterson on the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They run with Patterson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now a play fake. Wentz. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Throwing Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for an LA.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Once more, they turn to Patterson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 38-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Patterson. 107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
52-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries.
Impressive because you sort of get them into the floor, knock it down from long distance.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year. Off here in the fourth.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Now Jones. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's good for LA Rams.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dwayne Smoot just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
that right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And the Rams have got it back. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Tucker's kick is good. And he'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game? And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, it's Patterson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. It's a gain of
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
a 29-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their camp. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Jones throwing for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Rams 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.